What's up, everybody? Welcome back to I Seen That Reaction channel. I'm your boy, Mr. I Seen That. And if you're here for the first time, make sure you drop a like on this video. Make sure you leave a comment on this video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on that bell notification so that way you can be aware the next time your boy, Mr. I Seen That, drops his next reaction video. Alright? So, we back for part three of how I got robbed in Vegas. Alright? So, if you guys are just coming across this video, part 3, you might want to go back and watch part 1 and part 2. Just to give you a brief summary, I decided to go to Vegas for the holidays, and it's just not going in my favor, man. It's just not going in my favor. So once again, you don't know what's going on, go back and watch part 1 and part 2. The link will be in the description, or you could just, find it on the channel, or it'll be at the end of this video. Alright? So, also, man, I told y'all my Instagram was finito, so I made a new one. What I need y'all to do, man, is go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I ain't got no post up, but I'm going to be putting some posts over there real soon. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram and also follow me on TikTok, y'all. I will follow y'all back. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. Alright? So, we on part 3 of how I got robbed in Vegas. Part 2, we left off on me on the airplane, supposed to be sitting in first class. Man, I was supposed to be sitting in first class. They don't give your boy the okie doke. Man, got me sitting in the back and coach with everybody else. Like, what? First class? That means you get to get on the plane first and pick wherever you want to sit. Huh? What? What type of first class is that? Man, I'm supposed to be up solo, dolo, champagne sipping, Jack Daniels, Hennessy, all of that. Man, we were trying to get lit on the plane, man. Just straight sober dober, man, cause that Bel Air had wore off, man. That Bel Air had wore off, and old boy right behind me snoring. Man, it was crazy, man. So that was where we left off. So we gonna go ahead and jump into part 3. Now we about to be in Vegas, alright? Alright, y'all. So now we are officially in Vegas. Yes, sir. Like, I'm happy to be back. My wife, she excited to see the city for the first time. Her brother, he excited. His situation, she excited. She's been there a few times, so, if you've been to Vegas, you should understand. Like, Vegas is Vegas. You gotta be there if you haven't been there. So, we get there, it's late. It's probably like almost 11 o'clock at night. We get in the rental car and everything, you know what I mean? So once we get the rental car, now we driving to the hotel. We driving down the strip. Of course, my wife, she all out the window taking pictures like a straight up tourist. Yeah, she all out the window just smiling and cheesing, just taking pictures, you know what I mean? I'm over here just sitting like, yeah, that's that. You know what I mean? Because I lived in Vegas, and if you live in Vegas, you just don't go to the strip. There's so much that you can do all around Vegas. There's, other casinos like right down the street from your neighborhood. You do not have to go to the strip. Everything that's on the strip, you have at another casino right around the corner from your house, literally. So you ain't gotta go to the strip. So she, taking pictures of all the casinos, the hotels, the neon lights, she taking it all in, everybody taking it all in, right? So we driving to the hotel. Now, man, by the time we get off the plane, y'all, and we get in the rental car and everything, come to find out, her brother done got sick, y'all. Yo, this cat done got sick, man. I'm talking about he went from being lit to just his whole flame just turned out. Like, he all bundled up. He got the little neck thing that you wear on the airplane so you can go to sleep. He just all walk. I'm talking about, man, he just looked pale. He just looked drained. I'm just like, dang, dog. Like, we just got here and you sick. Like, that's not the movement. So anyhow, we rolling down the strip. So now we about to go to our hotel. And what hotel are we staying in? One of my favorite hotels, Planet Hollywood. Yes, sir. By the way, your boy used to work at Planet Hollywood. Hey, man, Planet Hollywood, that's that joint, man. Once again, if you've never been to Vegas, you need to go check it out. Go check out Planet Hollywood, man. It's a good hotel. So anyway, we check in the hotel. We get our rooms, doing all of that, Pretty much, we just chill. It's late. Me and my wife, we end up getting in the car, just driving around, showing her the city, whatever. We left her brother and his situation at the hotel because he was sick. So she, giving her brother all types of medicine so he could recuperate, whatever. So me and my wife, we in the whip, we dipping through the city, I'm showing her different spots, you know what I'm saying, where I used to be at, running through the streets and everything. You know what I mean? Just showing her, the behind the scenes of Vegas, because everybody just get caught up in the flashy lights, and it's real people that live in Vegas. Hey, quick story, man, real quick. One time I'm talking to somebody, right? And they had the audacity to ask me, like, so you're from Vegas? And I'm like, yeah. And they like, can I ask you a question? I'm like, yeah, what's up? They like, so do people live in hotels out there or their houses? And I'm like, what? I'm like, yo. I'm like, yo, you bugging, man. Yeah, people got houses, man. People just don't live in no hotels. It ain't like that. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? There's more to Vegas than just the flashy lights and hotels. So, like I said, we dipping through the city. I'm showing her the ins and outs or whatever. So we go back to the hotel, of course, go to sleep. Next day is Thanksgiving. All right. So we go to my family's house. We do the whole Thanksgiving thing. They just surprised. When I show up to my brother's house, nobody knows. I walk in the door. My mom is sitting on the couch, and she just looking at me like, it took her probably like 6 seconds to recognize it, and like, what? Are you really, like, you know what I'm saying? So she was surprised, gave her all types of hugs and all of that. So after that was done, we chilled, we ate, laughed a bit, talked about a few things. Then after that, we gotta dip out, you know what I mean? So can't stay too long because, I'm on a little vacation and we out there for my wife's birthday, you know what I mean? So we dip out, we go back to the hotel, we meet back up with her brother. Now we at the Heart Bar at Planet Hollywood, just getting lit. We just getting lit, man. We up in there, we gambling, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. I'm up in there playing a little bit of Russian roulette, you know what I mean? Her brother playing blackjack or whatever, and then, my wife and her brother's situation. They playing little slots or whatever. But we just turned up, just drank. We going back to the bar. We, you know what I mean? We just having a good time. So that was that day, right? So now we in Vegas, right? So one thing my wife said that she wanted to do when we went to Vegas for her birthday, which was what? Go to the Grand Canyon. Man, I'm like, you want to go to the Grand Canyon? She's like, yeah, I want to go to the Grand Canyon, you know. It's just something that you know, you should see. And she asking me, have I been to the Grand Canyon? And I'm like, nah, I ain't been. The whole time I lived in Vegas, I ain't been to the Grand Canyon. I ain't been to the Hoover Dam. So I'm just like, I want to go, but I don't want to go because from Vegas to get to the Grand Canyon is 2 hours, man, 2 hours. So 2 hours there, 2 hours back. That's 4 hours. We only got it, like, we are leaving the next day. Like, we leaving the next day. So what, I think it was what, Thanksgiving was on Thursday, and then we going to the Grand Canyon, you know what I'm saying, on Friday, and we're leaving on Saturday, right? So the plan is to get up early in the morning, go to the Grand Canyon so we can get there, do what we need to do, get back, and still just chill and enjoy the rest of Vegas, and then we could dip on, you know, Saturday, right? So I'm just like, yo, that's 2 hours there, 2 hours back. That's 4 hours in the day, like. So I don't really want to go, but I understand, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, you know, her brother's situation, like, yeah, let's go. Like, it's so cool, like, you know, we want to go. I'm just like, man, so we ended up going, right? So we go to the Grand Canyon, drove 2 hours, right? Man, we get there, y'all. Of course, it's packed, straight up packed. Right, so we get there and we just thinking like you could pull up, park, and then you could walk, you know what I'm saying? And there, you know, like you could walk and then you could, you know, look over and be like, wow, that's nice, you know what I'm saying? So literally, my wife wanted to go to the Grand Canyon just to take some selfies and pictures and us dip. So we driving 2 hours just to take like 5 or 10 pictures and dip. 2 hours back to Vegas. So anyhow, we there and we thinking, like I said, you could just drive up, get out, walk, and then just look. No, you can't. So we like, what's going on? So we up in the little parking, you know, area, whatever. So we chilling. So her brother was like, yo, you know, me in this situation, we gonna go down there and see what's going on. So me and my wife, we like, all right, cool, we just gonna chill right here in the parking lot, you know what I'm saying, just take some pictures or whatever, right? So they walk down there, and then so, as we chilling there, right, we see that they got the helicopters to the other side of us, so we like, oh man, we probably, you know, take a helicopter in this joint, see what's going on. So my wife, she like, all right, cool, yeah, we just gotta see how much it is, right? So her brother come back, and these cats tell us, like, you gotta catch a bus. And we like, what? You gotta catch a bus? And then the bus drop you off, and then you got, so I'm like, and not just me, like, all of us is like, what? We just thought that you could walk, like, you gotta park, catch a bus, and then the bus drop you off, then you gotta walk, and then, like, yo, we kind of pressed for time, so it was kind of funny, like, we all had kind of said this at the same time. It was like, well, the helicopters. So we were like, yeah, what's going on with the helicopter? So the helicopter, yo, man, that joint was like $200 something per person. 200 something, like $200 per person, man. So me and her brother were like, so what's up? What we gonna do? What y'all wanna do? Was like, well, it's kind of one like, do you want to do it? I don't want to. Do you want it? You know what I mean? So we were kind of saying, all right, let's do it. No, yeah. So we ended up not even doing nothing. Not no helicopter, not catching no bus, not nothing. So we ended up hopping in the car, driving, pulling over to the side of the road. getting out, my wife taking pictures of cactuses and desert, cause she ain't never seen nothing like that. So we hopping in. So now we trying to drive to another side of the Grand Canyon to see if we can, you know, get some flicks or whatever. Nope. What these cats told us, like, oh yeah, if you wanna, you know, be able to just walk up to the Grand Canyon, you gotta go to, like, I think it's like the South Rim or whatever rim it is, but that's 2 more hours away. We like, what? 2 more hours? Nah, we good. Nah. So my wife, she like, oh, we not gonna go. What? No, we ain't going, man. We about to head back to Vegas and enjoy the rest of our time in Vegas, man. You feel me? So we ended up driving back to Vegas, and by this time, right, of course, her brother, you know, he done recoup, he feeling better, you know what I'm saying? So we all just getting lit, you know what I mean? So we driving back to Vegas, stopped at the liquor store, got some drinks, getting lit, you know what I'm saying? Riding back to Vegas. So by the time we get back to Vegas or whatever, you know what I'm saying, we all kind of just chill, go in our rooms, just do our little thing, you know what I'm saying, just kind of rest up a little bit from that 4-hour adventure of nothing. Just straight up nothing. I mean, the experience, and then, you know, my wife got her flicks in or whatever. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So then after that, we all just meet back up at the Heart Bar once again. You know what I mean? We just chilling. So at this point, we about to leave, you know what I'm saying, in a few hours, which is the next day. So me and my wife and her brother was like, yo, you know what I'm saying, we need to get the kids some toys or whatever so we could take them back. So we started looking for all these toy stores that's in the casino or whatever. Now mind you, it's during the holidays, right? You know what I mean? So we ain't playing in Hollywood, go to the toy store, closed. So then we look up the next toy store, which is right next door at the Venetian. So bam, we go over to the Venetian, right? So now we walking around and just looking around. Me and my wife had been to the Venetian earlier, so we already know what's going on, but her brother and his situation hadn't been in there. So they kind of walking around taking all the sights and everything in, right? So we walking around in there, but at the same time, we looking for another toy store. So the toy store tell us that it's up in there, whatever. So now we walking in there, looking for the toy store, and now that toy store is closed also. So we like, dang, man, what's going on? So now we like, all right, man, it's getting late. So we like, all right, what's another store? So we look up the next store, right? Man, the next store is in the Bellagio, all right? So now, this whole time we've been at Vegas, my wife and her brother, they've been saying, yeah, let's go to, man, I want to go to Bellagio, I want to go to Bellagio, I want to go to Bellagio. So now, they about to get the opportunity to go to the Bellagio because the toy store that we need to get the toys is in the Bellagio. So now we on the strip, bow. You know what I mean? We just walking down the strip, you know what I'm saying? Of course, my wife, she taking pictures. You know what I mean? Everybody doing what they doing on the strip. Like I said, if you've been to Vegas, you should know how the strip is. And if you haven't been to Vegas, the strip is just a whole situation. It's a straight up movie. You gonna see the weirdest and strangest things on the Las Vegas Strip. So we walking down the strip, you know, we take the escalator and stuff like that, going over the Las Vegas Road, Las Vegas Boulevard, to go over to the Bellagio and stuff like that, right? So we walking up into the Bellagio and things like that. So now they looking at the whole Bellagio experience, right? They looking at the whole Bellagio experience. And they just like, man, this is nice, this is nice, this is nice. So now we are still on the hunt for the toys, right? So now we are looking for the toy store. So we get to the toy store and it's closed. So after that, we just like, all right, man, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, right? So we end up leaving wherever we was at inside the Bellagio, right? And we walking back, right? And you know what? I just thought about this, right? Check this out, right? We was not in the Bellagio. We was at Caesar's Palace. Because when you at Planet Hollywood, right? And you go next door, you got the Venetian or whatever. And then you can come out, and then the street is right there to where you can take the escalator and go up, and then it goes to Caesar Palace. So that was what we did. My fault, I apologize on that. So we was in Caesar's Palace looking for this toy store, and it was closed. So now we leaving Caesar's Palace, and at this point, that's when my wife and her brother was like, let's go to the Bellagio. So we like, all right, let's go to the Bellagio, right? So now, we about to leave Caesar's Palace, y'all, to head over to the Bellagio. So, yo, this is crazy, right? So, as we leaving Caesar's Palace, right, let me tell y'all this, right? This is what I didn't tell y'all. When we got to Caesar's Palace and we walk into the toy store, right, my wife's brother's situation, she had seen a food restaurant that she wanted to eat at. And so my wife's brother was like, no, come on, like we'll get something to eat later. Like, let's just go to the toy store. Like, we don't know if it's closed or not. And she's like, well, y'all just go ahead. I'm gonna stop right here. And he like, no, come on with you. And so they were like, nah. So whatever, she wanted to go do her thing. We went to the toy store to try to go get the toys, but it was closed, right? So now that we done left the toy store to bring y'all back, right? We don't know where she at. We don't walk past the food restaurant and she ain't even there, right? So now we just, bam, we heading out of Caesar's Palace to go to the Bellagio, right? So now it's just me and my wife and her brother. So now we right at the doors, about to head out of Caesar's Palace to go to Bellagio. Now, another thing that I did not tell y'all while we was at Caesar's Palace, we was getting lit. Yeah, we was stopping at bars, we was getting drunk, man, I'm telling you, man, and we was already lit, you know what I'm saying, before we got up in there, right? So we just all out of it, right? So now, like I said, we about to leave Caesar's Palace to go to the Bellagio. We don't know where her brother's situation at. We all got cell phones. We can call each other and meet up, right? Man, let me tell you this. So, I lived in Vegas, so I know about Vegas. So, as we about to leave the casino, I put my hands in my pocket. I don't feel nothing. I put my hands in my left pocket. I don't feel nothing. I put my hands in my coat pocket, don't feel nothing. Put my hand in my other coat pocket, don't feel nothing. I'm checking all my pockets, and the only thing I got is my phone. My wallet is gone. Yo, my wallet is gone. When I tell you my heart dropped, y'all. My wallet is gone, y'all. Man. We gonna be back for part 4 tomorrow. Alright, y'all, so we back. Yo, tomorrow we gonna do part 4. That's gonna be the end of this story about how I got robbed in Vegas, why your boy was MIA, you know, and then after that, talk about some other things as well. But yo, that was part 3. Hopefully y'all enjoying these stories, man, cause this whole vacation, man, I was literally robbed, man. Like the whole thing, from the laptop, from the first class to the Grand Canyon, like everything. But we still getting lit, you feel me? We still getting lit, you know what I mean? So, if you're here on this channel for the first time, make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you definitely subscribe. Turn on that bell notification so that way you can be aware the next time your boy, Mr. I Seen That, drops his next reaction video. Alright? To all my day ones and my new subscribers, y'all know the vibe. Peace.